Hello everybody, welcome to Forged of Blood. This is supposed to be a tactical turn-based fantasy game that pushes the complexity of tactical turn-based combat and gameplay mechanics. So I think there's a lot to see here. I haven't played at all. Let's just take a quick peek at the settings. You can see it supports 4K resolutions, which is excellent. Always better that way than not. We're going to show the tutorial dialogue results. I have no idea what this is. Combat options. This is kind of like for the people who want to challenge yourself or who find the game too hard, and you don't need any cheat codes or anything. You can just kind of toggle all this here. I think everything here is default. I didn't change anything. You can change the speed of the game. You can end your turn, pause, swap weapons, abilities, camera rotation. I think for the most part I should be able to just play with the mouse. Hopefully I won't have to tap on my keyboard at all. Game slide bars for music, and credits wise, it's not a huge team for what looks like a fairly involved game. You see there were quite a few different voiced over actors, so let's just take a peek at it. I don't think I'll play too long, and if there's a tutorial, we'll...
Humankind has always been inferior to us. Their short lives driven by primitive survival instinct and immediate fancies, rather than the nobler pursuits of our kind. That is why they serve us. And we, in turn, guide them for millennia. That all changed, of course. It started, as many tales often do, with an ordinary evening. A sleepy castle in the moonlight, a world on the brink. A royal family together for one final moment before. Fire, blood, and war. At the head of a new insurrection, the humans of Atirus have risen up against the rule of their betters, hell-bent on governing themselves into oblivion. Outnumbered and taken by surprise, defenders fell by the dozens, as the human swarm only grew in number. Amidst the chaos of the siege, a king stands with the last of his men. Sword in hand, the king uttered one final command to his aide. Quintus, see to my boys, and led his men in one final sally.
Okay, so I have no idea who these non-human people are. It'd be interesting to find out. If the game will load. Oh, by the way, the game had a really long loading time first time loading off the Steam launcher for me. It kind of froze on it froze on a little tiny, not a tiny, a 1080p window for me that just had the name of the game, and it would not do anything for about a minute. If you run across something like that, just let it sit there and load. It'll eventually get over it. But it was kind of annoying, really worrisome to begin, but I did let it sit. I was actually sending a message to my friend. I said, I hope you're enjoying the game, because I sure can't. I'm just getting it frozen on the screen. And then eventually it loaded. I just kind of let it sit there. Anyway, so tutorial. Welcome to the world of Atiras. Atiras, humanity has risen up, and as they lay siege to your castle, you and your remaining guards attempt to make one final stand, allow your two sons to escape. Yeah, we definitely want to see the tutorial, and maybe we'll just make this the tutorial. To survey the battlefield, you move the camera, the WSD keys, or moving your mouse to the edge of the screen. Good enough. Rotate the camera, get the better angle. Zoom in and out. Okay. G to reset camera position. Oh, that's gonna be kind of convenient. In instances where the terrain or objects on screen obstruct your view, you press F to turn on the transparency. Okay. To move the mouse over an area marked by the blue movement cursors and click. Doing so will expend a move action. To cast a spell or use a targeted ability, click one of the icons on the control panel on the bottom of your screen here. All standard yellow and full red actions or targeted abilities will only trigger when applied on a target. Green, quick and move blue icon actions activate immediately when clicked on. Alrighty. Once selected, the ability will need to be targeted on a tile. Move your mouse to see the highlighted area you'd like to cast your spell in. Click on the highlighted tile to activate the ability. The character's turn ends once all turn actions have been expended, or you may click on the end turn icon on the right of the control panel to end your turn at any time. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I can't move. Oh, here. Here's the tutorial. The final stand of King Aurelian. I'm not going to try to read these names. There can be no victory, but there can be glory in death. Survive as long as you can. And he must survive. Okay. Alrighty, so... let's see, where's the king? Hunter, King's Hunter, King's Slugger, King's High Mage. Oh, here's the zoom in and out. Nice. Here's the Juvar. So here's our king. He's leading the battle pack. Okay, so... oh wow. This is complex. King's High Mage is wearing mithril heavy armor. Yeah, I can totally see how this game is going to be just overwhelming for somebody who doesn't play a lot of turn-based games. Tactical combat. Okay, let's just get out of here. Our goal is to survive as long as we can. Let's pull the objectives up. Normal speed, double speed, quadruple speed. Looks like we basically, and this is the turn counter, or the turn, and we have got rebels. So, okay, so we start with our High Mage, who has movement 8. So I guess he could move to any move action times 2. Double move to another location. Move to another. Okay. So, I guess
For the true heirs.
if we move here, can we still attack? How do I undo? That was just me trying. Okay. Oh. High Mage lost aura, probably from
The Talon strikes.
every set of turn actions. Green actions can be used to move a very short distance by shifting, activating quick action abilities. Blue used to move within the okay. Yellow can be used to attack, cast. Note that move quick actions can also use move and standard, while move actions can use standard. Standard actions and attacks can only be used if there's a standard action available.
Let's get on with it.
Okay.
Come on.
We should probably try to reset. Is there... You know what? Let's just keep on going. We'll pretend that didn't happen.
Tactically sound.
Okay.
Tactically sound.
A known enemy turn. So we got a pretty extensive combat log.
To command.
We don't necessarily need to see them, but we could. Here's the king.
For the crown. If the crown wills it.
Can't attack there. Okay. Alright, well, whatever.
Guild scum. Gills or not, you bleed all the same.
There's a lot of, enemies. Okay, so when it's unknown enemy turn, it just, means that they're off screen. So... I think we're okay. He's an Axeman. Guess we'll move to there.
By your
Move
command.
here.
I could die there.
Alright, well,
Our cause is just.
magic is derived from a special stone called Magarite, which works by pushing and pulling energy from the environment, alters it into the specific attunement. At the start of each battle, any equipped Magarite will be at a neutral charge. Casting a drain spell will put it at a negative, which require a expel spell to be cast before another drain. Okay. When casting a spell, the effect will be placed on the highlighted tiles rather than a character. Characters in the affected tiles will then have their own individual checks for each spell. Note that in combat, it can be advantageous to swap your weapons depending on tactical situation. In this battle, the king and his royal guards equip primary and secondary weapons. If you wish, you can expend a move point. Swap weaponry during the turn.
I am ready, sir.
Okay, so probably just want to... So we got two... Oh. Um, hmm. Probably should have done that a little differently. But we could... There's no way to change this orientation of this spell.
Moving out.
But that's okay. We can just stand here, that's fine. In battle, the fog of war will obscure enemies that you have not encountered, though you'll still be able to survey the terrain around you. Visibility shared by all members, and this will be key in using your ranged characters effectively, as all weapon attacks and abilities can only target enemies that are in their line of sight. Line of sight is measured by a straight line drawn from a single character to its intended target. On the battlefield, large objects like buildings and terrain that cross this line will block vision and the ability to target beyond it, while small objects like trees, barricades, and statues provide cover to varying degrees. Note that Magritte spells can be cast on tiles within the Fog of War, provided that the caster is in range. Okay. Should be able to just get a attack in there. And I guess we'll use the hunter and do some scouting. Okay. I suppose this is where you could actually speed things up. Cover objects like trees, barricades, and statues provide cover for you and your enemies on the battlefield. Categorized as full and partial cover, cover objects work by decreasing the chance of hit on attack that intersects with a cover object. Note that cover effects are applied in any direction as long as a direct line can be drawn through the tile in which the object resides. Okay. Press the Alt key for additional tactical text like attack range, cover object health, and spell effects on a tile. Go forth and defend your home. Good luck.
Our enemies will fall.
So yeah, I am not a tactical turn-based player, so this will be so we could right click for more information. Got your primary weapon, secondary weapon is Magarite's shield. Okay. I suppose increase hit point damage and accuracy at a cost to armor class. Let's actually just move around a bit.
As you wish.
And how do you activate it? Oh, you can't. I don't know. Not entirely sure what that was. Oh, we have enemies coming into range.
For liberty, for freedom.
Well,
Where to, then? For
we'll
the crown.
walk behind you and cause significant damage. Very nice. Okay. And how do we turn and face?
The mothers guide my hand.
Okay. I don't know. Clearly don't know how to do a lot of stuff in here. We'll move there and there. And the mage will cast a spell there to reduce health and initiative, and it will move the mage forward. Sure, why not? Oh, we could walk that way. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I thought maybe I could walk behind this person and let's go this way. Maybe I shouldn't be so close. We shouldn't move too close.
Ready to serve.
Ready to serve? You are serving yourself, sir.
For the crown.
Turn the camera a little bit there. This is kind of weird. I wish I could turn to face where I'm supposed to be facing.
Till I await.
How do I... Alright.
As you wish.
And...
Information.
Hellion Shriek.
Our enemies will
Oh my
fall.
gosh, what am I doing? I wish I could undo, because I accidentally clicked on that tile. There's no undo function, is there? I don't think there is. Ugh. What the heck? That's my own bad. Something's shooting
We
at
will
me.
not be oppressed any longer.
Okay, so you can actually attack in the diagonals, I guess. That makes sense. I shouldn't think too much about that.
By your command.
Okay. Can only move a little bit.
For the king.
So I have a regular action. And I don't know why I can't use it.
Guild scum.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't use it. As you can see, for me, this is a really confusing game. The battle is not meant to be won. You have ensured the future of your bloodline by ensuring the escapes of your children. Press the enter tutorial button when you're ready to rest and accept your fate. Well, I'm gonna play until I die, I guess.
Equality for all.
Oh gosh, that's not nice.
Sire.
Or can I actually retreat? the objectives kind of conflict with each other. One is survive as long as you can, and the other is
Over there.
um,
Liberty for freedom.
one is survive as long as you can. The other one is
Tactically sound. A wise decision, sire.
the other one is the king must survive. So I assume there'll be more enemies coming. So
The Talon strikes.
are there more enemies coming? Maybe. But we can actually attack this guy.
Battle then.
And
As you wish. The Talon strikes.
who is attacking me? I have no idea. I guess I have poor line of sight and could use some... Oh, there, from over there. So the whole... moving the cursor to the edge of the screen doesn't seem to be working. So, alright. So you're gonna hear my keyboard a little bit. Let's see. We're the executioner right here. Guess we'll just move to here.
I'm bleeding!
I'm bleeding. How do you heal? I don't know how to heal. How do you heal? I don't know how to heal. Okay, well. I think she's just going to die.
If the crown wills it.
Because
For the king!
I'm going to be bleeding and dying real soon. Here's our king. And he's got the ability to increase his hits. I guess we'll just walk the king
For the crown.
here.
Ready to serve.
This mage has certainly come in very handy. Oh, we've destroyed one of those statues. Oh, there's an enemy up there too. Uh-oh, there's a lot of turns of me not doing anything. We'll move the mage back under cover. And got the hunter.
For the crown.
Move the hunter there, I guess. Avoid the bow and arrow strike from up there. Uh-oh.
Ha! Kill me, and many more will take my place.
So Um, back to the mage.
As you command.
Was that enough to kill him? Oh, he's got minimal hit points left.
Standing by.
Everybody's bleeding. It's not very ideal. And of course I had moved the king directly to...
What is your command?
I don't know if this is actually helpful in any way. Let's just end that one. Move over here, I guess. Oh, there's more enemies down that way.
Dawn is coming. A human dawn. We killed your king. We'll kill you next.
You scum.
Oh boy. I got more people that are bleeding.
On your command.
The mage range is really wide. We'll get rid of the guy that's sending arrows down this way. Except for not getting rid of him very well there.
A dawn is coming. A human dawn.
I mean, who are these people that are not humans? Who knows? Who knows? So this one is block line of sight. This one is not.
Moving out.
Our enemies will fall.
Oh, the king is kind of trying to keep him out of battle, because I saw the objective that said, you know, he's gotta survive, but we might as well put him into battle.
As you wish.
Not sure what these things are over here.
Oh, you think you're better, does it?
Those stamps, timestamps, they look like timestamps, but like part of a turn, I guess.
Nothing now.
What would you have me do?
What would I have you do? I would have you
Tactically sound.
start getting rid of some more enemies. And
As you command.
move a little bit closer there. Fortunately, that bow and arrow guy is missing a lot, but seems to be just a lot of enemies coming in.
So,
okay. So
Yes. The Talon strikes!
kill this guy and stand over here.
I'm ready, sir.
Finally starting to get the hang of it. Just a wee touch. There's a guy coming down over here. Oh, he's bleeding. I don't know how to heal or get rid of bleeding, so... Oof. Gotta do something about this group.
our enemies will fall!
Those obstacles should fall onto the enemies, but they don't.
A wise decision, sire.
Freedom is our blood right.
To battle then.
We fight
Okay.
for all.
Okay.
As you wish. We are yours to command. A wise decision, sire.
Alrighty. Guess we should move the bow and arrow guy closer to... Oof.
Awaiting your orders.
Having trouble deciding what to do. Is that in range? Guess we could...
Moving out.
As you
Eh,
command.
not really. Let's go over here. It's interesting you have these action points and you can kind of, they kind of use each other. A lot of random enemies coming in still.
I'm hurt.
You are hurt. How do we make you unhurt? I have no idea. I don't know if you're bleeding, so you probably just bleed to death without actually being able to make it too far. So we'll just move you closer to the enemy and see
Time of
what...
the Neshalan is over.
Oof. Okay, well. He's almost dead. People can leave him alone. I didn't even see that enemy. I knew that was an enemy there. I
Run with it.
forgot.
Come on. For the crown.
He's not dead yet. And I suppose we'll move our character back here.
Sire.
I don't know what to do with that bow and arrow guy up above. That's really annoying. Those people that are carrying heavy weapons seem to be at least, well,
Sir.
if I can... It's a little weird that the king is calling me sir, and so let's see. So he's got one ability, and I guess we'll run the king up the stairs. I don't know if I'll actually be able to at all.
For the king!
Yes, for yourself. Oh, right, there's the aura associated with being close to the king. Oh, that's kind of tough.
Nothing.
Somehow you're still
Awaiting
alive.
your orders.
So, I wish that would recharge already. Could use another assault from you already.
Come on then.
Oh,
Stand
well.
up.
He's pretty much dead.
As you wish.
I don't know how to heal,
One
so
for all.
somehow that guy's still alive.
You're better than us, eh?
Oh, wow. Point blank miss.
We will not be oppressed any longer.
That's not good.
There will always be more of
Ah,
us.
they're healing. I don't know how to heal. Makes it interesting. I'm surrounded and I'm bleeding. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well. That's probably a bad choice. Yeah. Because actually my hunter took more damage than a lot of the others. Should have actually attacked these guys, I think. That's too bad. Long range things are annoying as they are.
As you wish. Tactically sound.
Oh, let's see some of creation blood.
I shed my blood for all humanity.
This guy's still alive.
Means nothing.
Except for my only archer hunter person.
Take me to the enemy.
Is actively dying, unfortunately.
As
Well,
you wish.
oof.
For the crown.
Guild scum.
I'm bleeding.
Yes, you are. Let's just have you do some damage. Why can you not attack? It's because you're almost dead?
As you command.
Oh, he bled to death.
Humanity will not relent.
Your blood means nothing.
Oh boy.
On your command.
I guess we'll stand over here. Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die so quickly.
You're not so tough.
Oh boy.
No one is coming.
And there's more incoming enemies. Alrighty, well. I'll take down a couple more with us. And
The Talon strikes.
he's bleeding too, so he's about to bleed out real soon.
Our cause is just.
Is your cause just? What cause is just that it allows you to kill people? Oh gosh. Alright, well, that's it. We're pretty much dwindled down to nothing.
We fight for all.
And somehow, some of these characters are still alive.
For the king!
Yeah. Getting surrounded and outnumbered. Fortunately, this fight is not meant to be won. I feel like I'm getting a good grasp of what this game is about and how to play it. It's just
Freedom.
going to take some time to get used to. And of course, to actually play. He's about to die. Oh, I should have actually used that
Equality
to begin
for
with.
all.
Your blood means nothing.
Oof.
You're all nothing now.
Yep. No, nothing now.
Guild scum.
Your blood means nothing.
If my blood means nothing, why are you killing all my men?
My lord.
Take down some folks with us, I guess. You're all close by. I can't really, I don't have a place to go hide.
We fight for all.
Kinda surprised the tutorial didn't just end at the end of the actual tutorial section. Instead it just lets you keep on fighting. I have no idea why. I mean, do I fail the tutorial if I end up playing until the king's dead?
We kill.
I have no idea.
They're yours to command.
Okay.
Our enemy.
Oh, you think you're better than us, eh? Oh, you think you're better than us, eh?
Oof. Wow.
I shed my blood for all humanity.
Guild scum.
Well, I guess it's kind of pointless to keep on playing this. Because
wise decision. Equality for all.
Oof.
There will always be more.
Well, we got one character left. Again, the things don't necessarily make sense. The objectives conflict with each other. A lot of enemies. One of my characters is about dead.
The time of the Michelin is over.
Standing by.
Well,
Traversing.
that's so awful.
If the crown wills it.
I'm just gonna play on until I'm dead. Let's just skip forward. I'm pretty sure that I might just die before the end of this particular turn.
Kill me, and many more will take my place.
For liberty. For freedom.
Yep, okay. Or take down one more of these people with us before we die, it looks like.
That's not a scratch.
Definitely not a scratch. Definitely not a scratch. What is this? I don't know. I don't know if I can kill this person or not. It's 110 hit points out of 1,370, but down here it looks like that point there is very confusing. Take down that person with us. And well, it's just I'm bleeding too, so alrighty. Alright. Yeah, everybody's killed in action. I gotcha.
Theirs was a valiant stand by any measure. Nearly unmatched in single combat, the king and his men held their ground against the unrelenting mass of humanity. Each life given willingly. Each sacrifice stubbornly prolonging the inevitable. The king is dead. Long live the king.
What a grim tale.
And so begins their story.
I suppose I probably should have not kept playing this tutorial and gone on with the story a little bit. These load screens are a little longer than I anticipate, especially with nothing showing on the screen. It really makes it hard to know what the heck is going on. Daylight at last, we've made it. Laven Tavias, you should know that your father's last act was to make sure that you both make it here. Continue. What are these? Okay. Continue. Okay. Loyalist refugee. My princes, Commander Quintus, the king's stand was a testament to the man he was. You have our condolences and our eternal gratitude. Let us repay his sacrifice in kind. Take these provisions and be on your way. The rest of us will scatter and create tracks to confuse any would-be pursuers. Arcus. Commander Quintus, allow me to accompany you and the young princes. The king spared me from his fate. Now let me give my life to his heirs. Very well, my princess. Take the moment to rest and look over this map. Okay. Okay. I'm not doing anything. Judging by the position of the sun and the body of the water to the south, the tunnels must have led us under the river and into Volcariat. From here, I say we make for Genevan Castle. That old ruin. That ruin is your ancestral home and the only place in which your safety can be guaranteed. We can rally those who are loyal to our family there. Until then, we have a long march ahead. How do you propose we get there? With one foot in front of the other, dear boy. Come on. We'll need supplies and weaponry for the road ahead. There should be a small red guard supply cache nearby. It's a fairly lengthy road. Indeed. Fine. You take point, Atavius. Young monarchs being expendable and all. The king is dead, the castle has fallen. The surviving heirs might not make their way to Genevan Castle. This is a strategic map. From here you will command your characters to guide them across the world of Atiras. The surviving heirs, their mentor, and a loyal guardsman now make up your party as marked by the wooden pawn on the map. On your journey to find a safe refuge from the war, you will encounter many opportunities to take on quests. Quest markers will dot the landscape and the choice to engage will be yours. With your party pawn always selected, you'll be able to traverse the map by left-clicking on any of the quest markers. Go ahead and click on the first available marker to activate the quest. Okay, so here's our party. Here's our pawn. Looks like you can have multiple parties. Strategic overview. So it tells you basically what to do. It just like gives you a date, time, legend, economic view. What? Basically, without the money. Okay. Because this is just a money toggle. Gotcha. Okay. Weapon ability tree character sheet. Looks like you'll be able to change weapons. Looks like people gain levels. Change equipment, party inventory. Looks like you'll be able to actually have a so you can reset your proficiencies and such. Wow, this is so involved, and this is for every single character, right? This is pretty absurd. Yeah, this is pretty absurd. Weapon ability tree is what that was. General ability tree. Shield, mobility, hardiness, attack of opportunity. That's like, okay. Combat stance. Improved initiative for every single character. Caravan management. Spellcrafting. Welcome to the spellcrafting window and your first steps towards wielding the power Magarite. Magarite, the source of all magic in Atiras, is biologically formed stone that is harvested from the fearsome Verkati beasts that appear seemingly out of nowhere. Magarite control is the primary stat that goes into controlling and wielding the power contained in these stones. Every character will have a specific drain and expel Magarite control stat that will determine the complexity of spells that the character can cast. Note that the certain bloodlines in Atiras have a natural affinity to these stones and have the potential to become powerful mages. Harvested Magarite come attuned to one of 3 primordial types of energy: thermal, spirit, and arcane, and come in tiers 1 to 3. The higher the tier, the more spells can be written into the stone. To craft your own spells, you must select a character that has attuned Magarite equipped. If the character has 2 stones equipped, select a primary or secondary slot to equip. Each stone, depending on tier, will have a specific number of drain and expel spell slots that can be written in. Left-click on a slot to proceed. With a spell slot selected, you can now select an effect slot to alter. Left-clicking on an effect slot will give you the option to add or replace the effect with one of 8 base effects. Every spell can have up to 5. Oh my goodness. Once effect is in place and selected, the effect modifier section will be active and you can begin to shape your spell by adding and removing effects that can be specific to the single effect. You can do this for the 5 effects within the spell individually. The penultimate panel in the window houses the global modifiers that will allow you to shape the spell as a whole. Note that these global modifiers will affect all 5 effects. Oh my goodness. As you craft your spells, you'll find that certain modifiers stack as you add and remove points, while others are toggles that turn on and off. Every effect modifier, and global modifier you add into your spell will increase the Magarite control cost of the spell. Be mindful of the stat of your risk going into battle with unusable spell. Once you have crafted your spell to your satisfaction, the final panel to the right will provide you a numerical summary of your spell. You will now have the opportunity to name and describe your spell for future use. Oh, excuse me. Wow. If you're eager to jump into the action, the spell book on top of the window will hold a collection of pre-written spells for each primordial. Spells that are created through the spell book will automatically scale the wielder's Magarite control stat, but altering their spells in any way will prevent it from scaling in the future. Okay. I think I am not going to read any more of this tutorial. This is absolutely absurd. How do I get out of here? How do I get out? Okay. I'm not gonna do any more. This... Okay, the mouse over actually does work to a very strange degree. Look at that break. What is this? Alright, so the keyboard is smooth, but... oh my goodness. Oh. It's smooth if you're not on the very edge of the screen. If you're on the very edge, it's very jagged. That's kind of weird. Why can't I move the mouse all the way to the edge of the screen and have it be smooth? Anyway, it's not really a big issue. I guess you can get used to it. This game is a little way too complex for me. To be honest, I feel like I have no grasp on it at all. At all. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. It's really, really, really stinking complex, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff here, and I can totally understand why somebody can probably spend hundreds of hours just learning the rules here. Maybe not quite that much, but there's a lot of different mechanics, and it's really not necessarily suitable for me, so I think I might be done here. I think somebody else is going to have a lot more fun with it than I will, but I probably will try it again some other time, but just on my own. It's definitely a game that has so much going on that it's I had a discussion with somebody once that with finding all the things you like about games and trying to put all the things into one game and making that perfect game. I know this game does say specifically that it pushes the boundaries of complexity. It is just overwhelming, all the different windows, all the different aspects to keep track of. It's just not feasible for my mind. I just don't think my brain can handle this game. So I apologize for that. I do think it looks really neat. I hope that it does well. It clearly has so much effort put into every aspect of this game. It's just so overwhelming. It's just so overwhelming. Like I said, I'm not a big turn-based game player, and this really is like a turn-based game and a turn-based game in a really heavy management game. I don't even know how to describe it. So it's just it's well outside of my comfort zone. So yeah, if you've watched up to here, I apologize for not making any progress, and I thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.